Alright guys, so we're in Iris Motorsports' big turbo RS3, same kit that mine is getting, and now we're going to do a first initial impression of me driving this car after us getting our asses handed to it earlier today. Hank's letting me take it around for a little spin. So we're going to avoid all curbs. We're not going to do any damage. Curb lives do matter today. They do. So we're going to avoid them at all costs. Alright guys, thanks. This is going to be us driving around. This is going to be the first launch in a big turbo RS3 car. Holy shit. It just pulls like a fucking freight train. What the fuck? Holy crap.
You're probably going to help the launch control a smidge longer too. You felt a little more boost, yeah.
Oh yeah,
but
it was a little bit more boost than what that was.
Yeah.
Wow, that was, holy crap. Wow. Wow. And what kind of power you said you guys are making on these kits?
Well, right now we're about 640, 650 wheel. I anticipate that this will probably be over 700 by the end of the next week. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I won't lie to you, and we're going to do a full review on mine driving around, but just doing this short drive now with Hank, I mean, I got a passenger in the car. Obviously, there's a sound change with the bigger turbo kit, but the car feels like a stockish Stage 2 in terms of just drivability and just the way the car feels driving. It moves just like if you were just going somewhere to the grocery store, but when you want to lay down the fucking hammer, it moves like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing to me. I mean, I put this kit on. It's probably a little bigger than I thought I was going to put on, but I really wanted to go 9s. But what's really interesting to me is just that I think this is drivable for everybody. I think you could drive this daily and not... I mean, the power band does shift up 1,000 RPM from a stock turbo, but it's still faster than 90% of traffic off boost. It still scoots around just fine, even if you're not laying into it. I think it's a for everybody type turbo kit instead of just like a drag racing setup.
Well, I won't lie to you. I think even with the Stage 2 Plus setup, it's faster than 95% of the traffic on the road. But yeah, this feels amazing. And to be honest with you, you want to go to
just take a little
secondary Mexico?
Yeah, just do a little bit of just drivability day to day. What you think? Because that's what I think people are going to misconstrue with a big turbo, is that you can't drive something like this every day, and I think that's inaccurate.
Well, we'll prove them wrong, because right now this feels great. This is very enjoyable to drive. It shifts really nice and smooth. I like the gauges, and we'll get a picture of the gauge setup that Hank has in his car, which I'm going to ask him to do for me, because it's really, really cool. It's like Darth Vader's bathroom in a sense. It looks really, really badass. And it just went forth, and it just picks up. Jesus. That picks up on 4th. You know, usually with the Stage 2 Plus, I always come down to 3rd a little bit to mess around, but 4th, there's really not that much lag at all. It just picks up really well. So if you guys know that we received a kit from MFS, the Sport Kit for our RS3, and we're going to be throwing that on. Hank is going to throw that on for us, which we're really, really thankful for. And we're going to let you guys know what that feels. But the track, I won't lie to you, it didn't even feel like, this feels like an OEM suspension. Travel feels really, really good and nice and tight. I mean, I bought the RS suspension sports kit, so I don't have mag ride. Hank does. And I really can't tell the difference. It's super smooth.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot more harsh, but I mean, it does exactly what it needs to do. It's firm without really much compromise.
And it drives normal.
Dude, you're gonna hit 10,000 miles on my car.
Are you hitting 9? Oh shit! Yeah, we're at 9,997. Yes, we're gonna break 10,000 in the next car. Yes. Yeah, this feels really good, Hank. The drivability, and then let's see, a little downshift onto 3rd, and let's do a quick little pull. Probably could have pulled out the shift. Oh wow, there it is.
All out of 78.
Holy Christ, Hank. Okay, all right. Wow, 140 miles an hour with no effort at all. Really, no effort at all. It's amazing. It's crazy.
You'll see when you turn around here, but this is not exact. It's a pretty big downhill grade here too.
Oh, on the way back or this way?
Well, like this is about a 6% grade right here going uphill.
That was uphill.
That's uphill. Like, look behind you.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the car feels amazing, man. I really, to be honest with you, really excited to beat this thing around in my setup, drive it around every day, take it to the roll races. I mean, so for those of you guys that have been watching this episode now, you guys saw the roll race between me and Hank, between our two cars. You saw what I did to cheat, to try to get ahead of Hank, and it didn't work. It didn't really work at all. And this thing just pulls like a fucking freight train. I mean, here I'm in second. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Freight train and a half. This thing pulls amazingly well. Now, let me ask you something. So this is available now for purchase, for someone to install. If someone wanted to, let's say, bring the car to your shop, or they wanted to order to install it themselves, this is doable by the
so we're gonna do our first 10 here in the shop. We're gonna install these first 10 kits by our facility to make sure everything's as perfect as we think it is. That's not gonna be a long duration. We have 3 that are scheduled for the next 2 weeks, and he's the first one, and we're gonna have a couple more that are coming in the next few weeks as well. So we'll blow through those first 10 kits, beta kits, pretty quickly, and then they'll be for sale worldwide with our software, with custom code software for various fuels, just like the standard stage 1 and stage 2 software. So.
And what fuel are we on now, Hank?
So right now, straight over there, you can see it. It's E73.3.
That's right. That's right. And we'll get a shot of that in the camera as soon as we slow down for you guys. We are on ethanol, and it feels just like you're on a pump fuel. I mean, I saw no change in drivability so far in 91 octane jumping to E70 and then jumping in this monster. It feels like an everyday car in a sense when you want it to be, and then when you want to slay some V8s or some V10s, you can.
Yeah, it'll be really fun to watch this thing pull on like that supercharged R8.
That got us last time. Hey, I'm coming back for you, man.
Yeah,
I'm coming back for you.
It's coming for you.
No curbs though. We can't race on the track with curbs though.
Right here.
Oh man, Hank, you got yourself a really cool car, man. Kid pulls like a freight train.
Yeah, it's cool. Like this morning, I put it on cruise control, 70 miles an hour, 29 miles a gallon, commuting here.
That's badass.
With the cruise control on 70, on E85, which is nuts. So I mean, I think this kit's gonna sell well, and I think it's gonna, you're gonna see people go really fast. In fact, we were talking about it yesterday, and Brian and I were talking that, we did this bounty system for 2018. We're gonna be handing out a lot of checks this year because we basically made a program that is for our kits, and we're going to be able to give people turnkey 9-second cars, which is insane.
So for those of you guys that have been following Iris, and if you haven't, you've been living under a rock, or if you haven't been following my feed, Hank put out a bounty for those of his customers, guys with his turbo kits running up the track, and then maybe Hank, you can give it a little bit more detail on what that means.
Yeah, so what we're doing is, we're still enthusiasts. We're small enough that we're enthusiasts. We do this because we love fast cars. We want to see people go faster. You'll often hear me say, let's go faster, let's go. Like, we want to be there with you. So we came up with this program. It's the bounty program. Anybody that with our kits goes 9s, we'll write you a check for $1,000 for all of 2018.
That's awesome.
And we have one more.
Okay.
We have a ton of money that we're expecting to give out. We want to see everybody. If we shell out $100,000 in bounties, we'll be ecstatic. And I think this car is gonna make that happen for a lot of folks.
Yeah, this car pulls like a freight train. I mean, if you're hitting 10 flats now and you barely got any track pack last time, I can only imagine what you're gonna be doing when you hit maybe a full day with some good practice, good weather, good conditions and whatnot. You think you're gonna be hitting 9s pretty soon?
I do. I think next time we go out, we'll probably do a 9.8, 9.7.
That's pretty badass.
And I think that the lighter TTRS will probably end up doing some 9.3s, 9.4s with this kit. So.
And then you're talking about Brian Lusk's car, his white TTRS.
Yeah.
We'll show you guys, we'll do a walk around that car. Guy buys a car, puts 5 miles on it, drives it to Iris Motorsports, drops it off and says, let's go fast.
Yeah, it was totally willing to pull the engine, build the engine on a brand new car. It's a special kind of person that does that.
That's amazing. Goals, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, goals. Hopefully one day we'll be there. Well, Hank, that was great. The car feels great. Thank you for letting me drive it. I can't wait to drive mine.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, my man.